scare him. So we're going to see if he ends up getting the willies. Okay, so this here is Remington and Emily, narrators, and we have Caleb and Bella, they're narrators. We have Candace playing Hans, who's the boy who wanted the willies, and Jordan is his sister, Michaela's mom, Anthony is dad. Jordan plays the stranger and then the princess. You can maybe see the princess hiding under there. Okay, and we have some other surprise characters who will be coming out later in the play. So without further ado, the boy who wanted the willies.
There was once a boy who was never frightened, for he had not enough sense to be scared.
That's me. One day, Hans and his big sister were walking home after dark. The wind howled and the trees creaked and groaned. The road led past a graveyard where the moon lit up rows of tombstones. Hans' sister began to quiver and quake. Ooh, this place gives me the willies. The willies? What are the willies? Do I have to tell you everything? The willies are when you get scared and you shiver and shake. Well, I never had anything like that. I wish I would get the willies so I'd know what they're like.
The more Hans thought it over, the more he wondered about the willies, and the more he wished he could have them. One day he told himself,
if I want the willies, I'd better go look for them. So he said goodbye to his family. What a fool! I can't believe he's my son, or mine. And he started down the road. Hans walked for many days. Everyone he met, he asked, can you give me the willies? Many tried. But none could. At last he came to the king's castle and stood before the king. Your Majesty, can you give me the willies?
Of course I can. I am the king.
The king waved his royal scepter.
I command you to have the willies.
Hans waited. But nothing happened. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I still don't have them.
Oh well, at least I know where you can get them. On the other side of my kingdom is a haunted castle. If you spend the night there, you are sure to get the willies.
That's fine. Thank you, Your Majesty.
There's just one problem. No one who goes there ever lives through the night. But if you stay alive and break the spell, you will find the castle treasure.
That's fine with me, as long as I get the willies.
it was midnight when Hans reached the castle. The towers cast eerie shadows under the full moon.
The drawbridge lowered itself at Hans' feet. Creak! Seems like a friendly place. As Hans entered the great hall, a fire sprang to life in the huge fire. Hans put up a chair and settled himself to wait. Now I'm sure to get the willies.
The clock in the great hall struck one. Bong!
A voice boomed out behind him. Hans looked around and saw two creatures playing cards. One had a long, black cloak and the other had a furry face. Would you care to join our game? It's been so long since we've had any fun to play with. Hans took a seat. Certainly, it will pass the time while I'm waiting for the willies. I will explain the rules. If my friend wins, he will rip you to shreds. If I win, I will drink your blood. If you win, we will let you live. Sounds fair to me.
The furry man dealt the cards.
They played for almost an hour. In the end, the cloak was the one. Ha ha ha, I want to drink your blood. She moved closer to Hans, showing two long pointy teeth. I think you cheated.
Hans reached for the pointy teeth and broke them off. Snap!
Wee-hoo! And out of the hall ran the woman. The furry man leaped at Hans, but Hans sprang away, and the man flew past right out the open window. Hans heard a door thud, then he went and settled himself again before the fire. I enjoyed the game, but where do I get the willies?
The clock struck two. Bong!
the hall marched a long line of skeletons. The first skeleton snapped its fingers. Click, click.
The second skeleton knocked its knees. Clack, clack. The third skeleton tapped along its head and did a little too. Clackety, click, clack, clackety, click, clack.
Nice beat. The skeletons formed a circle and started to dance. Skeleton 1 stretched a hand toward Hans. Don't mind if I do.
Conch called the two bunny hands and danced in a circle around the hall.
Hey, this is fun.
The music got faster. Clackety, clackety, clack, clock. Clackety, 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 clack, clock, clackety.
Hold it, I can't dance that fast. But the skeleton gripped his hands harder and danced even faster. Clackety, 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 clickety, clackety, clackety. I said hold it. Hans gave the indication. The skeleton's arms right off.
The music and the dancing stopped.
I think you lost something.
The skeletons rushed at Hans and started jumping on him. Hans grabbed the chair and swung it this way and that. Crash! Dash!
Bones flew here, there, and everywhere till the skeletons lay all in pieces on the floor. Hans gathered them up and tossed them out the window.
Then he set himself once again before the fire.
I like a little dancing, but I wonder what I'm going to get those willies.
The clock struck 3. Bong! Bong! Bong!
From up the chimney came a deep voice.
Look out below!
Something huge came falling down, swerved to miss the fire, and thumped landed before the fireplace.
It was a giant body with no arms or legs or head.
Look out below!
Thump, 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 thump. 2 giant legs and 2 giant arms landed right next to it.
Oh, look out below!
A giant head landed by the rest.
I get it, it's a puzzle, and I have to put it together.
Hans heaved the 2 giant legs and stuck them onto the body. Snap! Snap! Hey!
It was a giant head talking.
You got the shoes pointing out!
Oh, sorry. He switched legs. Snap, 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 snap.
Then he stuck on the arms and the head. Snap, 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 snap.
The giant jumped up. The spell is broken. You're the only one ever to get me together. All the others died of fright long before this. Now follow me to Castle Treasure.
Hans followed him to the doorway.
You first.
After you. The giant led him to the courtyard and pointed to a shovel under the tree.
Dig there.
You dig there.
The giant dug until he uncovered 3 pots of gold.
Take them inside.
You take them inside.
The giant took the pots of gold and set them down in the great hall. One is for the king, one is for the poor, and one is for you.
Then he fell into pieces and flew up the chimney again. First the head, and then the arms and the legs, then the giant body. Some folks just can't keep things together.
Hans went back to his chair before the fire, curled up it inside.
It's nice to be rich, but when will I get the lilies?
And that's how Hans stayed alive. Broke the spell and found the treasure.
When the king heard the tale, he let Hans live in the castle, and when Hans grew up, he married the king's daughter.